Before, ladies and gentlemen, we begin, just want to give a special shout out to Alexa's pig, Larry. R.I.P. R.I.P. And welcome back to Alexa Bliss, by the way. After everything that happened, y'all know the story. I'm not going to get too deep into it. It's rested, everything happened. Life goes on. Let's talk about what happened tonight, first and foremost. Reginald being invited to Alexa's PlayGround caught me off guard. I will admit that, but I should have known it was going to be him, especially after everything that happened with the fire in the face. We seen what happened with the match tonight with Reginald and Shayna Baszler. The fire came up once again, distracted Shayna, and it made Reginald win the match. Shayna Baszler loses again. Now, speaking of Shayna Baszler, before Alexa Bliss even could get what she wanted across Reginald, Shayna Baszler came through, beat the living hell out of Reginald. Reginald gets tossed to the side. Shayna Baszler sits down on the swing, looks Alexa in the eye, pretty much tells her you become the big problem. But she just did the worst thing possible after that. She assaulted Lily, of all things. Now, I know Shayna Baszler a badass, I get it. I get all that. But she just did the worst thing possible. Like, she already been on a losing streak. And that losing streak could continue. Well, more than likely it's going to continue, because it's looking like we're about to get Alexa Bliss versus Shayna Baszler next week. Shayna Baszler said it herself. I'll see you next week. So, we kept on asking, when's Alexa Bliss going to get back in the ring? Well, we might get our wish next week. We shall soon see what happens. But one thing for sure, if Alexa Bliss is going to wrestle Shayna Baszler, she's not losing. I just got to say it right now. She's not going to lose. I don't see her losing. After been sitting out, not wrestling, just been backstage, cutting promos, and creating fire. I just don't see it happening. So this day about to be another loss to Shayna Baszler. But I'm really curious to see, like, what kind of Alexa Bliss we're going to get. And what I mean by that is, one of my subscribers been talking to me about this whole Alexa Bliss thing, and he been informing me that we seen Bray Wyatt, we seen the goofy Bray Wyatt. The next thing you know, we got the Fiend. So is Bliss gonna like show? Now, not show with a mask, but is she gonna be like an evil version of herself when she's in the ring? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we gonna get like this badass Alexa Bliss just terrorizing? I don't know, man, but I'm very curious to see her back in the ring after all this absence. Like, that's one thing I've been hoping for, even though there are still some fans out there who would love to see the goddess back on television. Me, I'm being optimistic. I just want to see how this thing goes right now. I'm still being optimistic with it. I don't think it's that time to bring it back just yet. I want to see how this goes first. But I did mention that they had to advance this. They can't keep having Alexa Bliss cut promos in the back. And this is the next step to it. This is that next step towards that goal. So hopefully next week we get the match, we see what happens, and boom. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about this moment. If you want to support the channel, hit that like button. And if you are new, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, follow me on social media, please. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.